Good morning, guys. How's everybody doing today? I am Sandra with Painter Hands Decor. Come on in. Say hi, guys. Let me know you're here. So, guys, I've been inspired by Lisa at Silver Farmhouse again. Does some awesome stuff, guys. So when you get on, let me know you're here. We can get started. We've got two different projects that we're going to make. It's kind of, it's kind of like, it's going to be one project, but two different things. I'm excited. So come on in, say hi. Let me get these open. Hi Donna, how are you? All right. So we have some pantyhose that we're going to use for our project, okay? We're just going to go ahead while we're waiting for everybody. We're just going to snip off the legs. Okay, we don't need that part. And the toes. Hello. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Tana. Hi, Bonnie. How are you? All right. So let's just get these toes cut off. All right. There we go. Okay. So let's first, before we even get started, let's go ahead and measure these 6 inches. Hi, Peggy. How are you? Do these together. Two of these two. And that one will be 6 inches, but that one won't. Okay. So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Hello, Shannon. Okay, so we're going to take the hose. We're just going to place it in our hand like this, and we're just going to cut it open like that. Okay, so these are 6 inch. These are 6 inches. So we're going to do that to all of them. And guys, I'm doing this by memory, so I hope I get it right. How is your morning going? Hi, Kathy. There's that one. All right, so there's 6 of them. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna get some thread. So we're gonna do some sewing on this today. Let's see, where's my, there it is. If I can thread this, guys, I'm half blind. Hello, Renee. All right. So we're just going to tie this down. Let's go a couple times because that might pull through. All right. So we're going to take one of these. And what she did is she just did a running stitch, like all the way around. All the way around. You're going to make like a little bowl, is what she called it. So we're just going to Go like this. And you don't want to get really close because you don't want the thread to come out from this edge right there. Okay, so then we'll just go ahead and pull that. And I don't want to pull too tight because I don't want that string to come through right now. That. Some of you may watch Lisa from the Silver Farmhouse, so you may know exactly what I'm doing. But we're gonna make some faux potatoes. Okay. So we're just gonna kind of pull those around. Have a little bit more. Have a little bit more of my my string, my thread. Did it come? No, it didn't come out. I thought it did. Hello, Nancy. How are you? Okay, so you kind of have this situation here going. So kind of have that. Okay. So I think we're gonna do one first, and then we'll stuff it, and then we'll do the rest of it. Rest of what needs here in just a minute. So we're gonna go ahead, give it a good stuff. And I didn't make any coffee grunge. I mean, I did, but not for this part of it. Stuff it just a little bit more. I think these are gonna be really cute. Oh my goodness, I knew that was gonna happen. They're gonna start barking where I can't like put this down right this second. And so we're just gonna close up that gap there. That's all we're gonna do. Hang on, guys, and I will shut them up. Okay, so let's tie this off. Okay, so there's one, guys. How easy that was. Okay, so there's one. Let's get some more thread. We'll probably like just do 2 of these. We're not going to do all of them on the live, and then I'll finish them up and show you because we're making something else as well. Hello, Belinda. How are you? So I want to be able to have time to show you the other thing too. So we'll do 2. Hello, Darla. How are you? How are you? If I can even talk. Hi, Dawn. Okay, so same thing, guys. Just doing the ribbon stitch. all the way around. Okay. Like I said, I don't want to pull too hard because I don't want to pull that thread through. I think this is the hardest part of making these is just doing the running stitch. I'm kind of gather a little bit as we go. So you just see how it's making like the little, it's what she called the little bowl. Go through here and finish it up. Let me go get them because that's annoying. Hold on one second, guys. Yes, it is pantyhose. And girl, don't go to Walmart and get pantyhose if you want to do this. Go to Dollar Tree. I went to Walmart and they're like $11 for pantyhose. I'm just like, no. And I believe I got these for, I think these were like $1.50. So yeah, don't go to Walmart. Okay, so now we're gonna stuff this one. Just try not to snag it. And then just kind of cinch it up as you go. See how full you want it, because it needs to be a little fuller. There you go. You can use those. We're just cinching this up. Gotta be careful though, because you don't want to pull the string out or the thread out. And then you're just gonna simply stitch this all together back here. That's all you do. So simple. And nobody's gonna see the back of them. They're gonna be sitting on this, ow, they're gonna be sitting on this spot here. Hello, Martha, how are you? Okay, so let's go ahead and take this and finish this off here. Okay, so we did 2 of them, guys. All right, so now what we're gonna do, I want to use, I think I'm going to use this, just the cross stitch. I don't know, maybe it's too thick. Because we have to do eyes. And that might be a little too thick. Yeah, you know what? That's gonna be too thick. Let's just stick with the thread. Stick with the thread. Alright, so now what we're going to do, this is what she showed us, is you're going to take your potato and you're going to just go from the back and you're going to poke it through wherever you want it to come out, okay? You're going to go back in, just right next to it, maybe come back out that same place, and you're forming your eye. So you're going to do this again in that same spot. Kind of hard to see it, but you're supposed to do it 2 times. Okay, anyway, there you go. So then now you're going to go and you're going to go to a different area. I'm just going to come back through. Go back in that area there. And come back out. Okay, so now we've got 2. And she says she did about 7 or 8 eyes. Hers look really cute. Of course, everything she does looks amazing. Okay, so there we go. And then just wherever you feel like you want an eye, that's where you're gonna put your eye. Go back over here. Let's do one over here. Hold it tight there. I really wish I could have used the cross stitch, because then you would see it better. But anyway, that's how that one. My first one's not going to look that great because this is my first one. Hers looks really cute. They look like a potato. Mine's not as round as hers are. Hey Corey, how are you? Okay, so there's our first potato. First one. So we're going to do the other one. If I can find the end of my thread. There it is. Let's do a little longer than that because I didn't have quite enough. It is cute. She's got a lot of cute ideas. That's why I love watching her. And I love how she shows us and explains it, because you can get it, you know? She's a great teacher. Hello, Wanda. How are you? Okay. All right. So now we're going to do this one. Maybe do it wider. Over here. And then she copy stained them, so then they really looked, they really look like potatoes. And you just put however many you feel like you want in your potato. I think I might just put one more on it. And maybe over here. I don't want it to look flat. It's kind of what it's, I don't know how to fix that part. Maybe we just kind of, you just kind of work with it, so it's like that. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and finish this off because I just kind of wanted you guys to be able to see how it's done. And I didn't make no coffee grunge, which I should have, because then that would finish it off. Okay, so then, I mean, if you get like a little container or something, like a little, she had like a, I think she had a little cake pan or something that she put hers on. But I think they're really cute. And then when she coffee stained them, that's when they really came to life. Okay. So, with that one being done, and like I said, that's just pantyhose from Dollar Tree. Don't go to Walmart because they're too expensive. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we are going to, oh, I need that. We're going to be making some faux onions. So we're just going to take a little bit of cotton. And this is 8x8 muslin is all this is. And she just, the way she does things, it just looks so simple. But then again, before she does one of these, she's also made herself some too. So you want to make sure that this, you have that. Okay, so you've got this filled with cotton, like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a rubber band, and we're just going to, since it's tight here, so the cotton don't come out. And like I said, I'm doing this by memory, guys. Okay, so like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do one more. Get a little ball in there. Just start kind of pulling this up. You can make these as big as you want, but you just need to make sure that you have this muslin to hang on to. So I kind of feel like maybe that would be big enough. There, well, not quite the same size, but let's see if I can. She just whips this out. I don't know how she does it. Okay. Stick that in there. Okay. So you just kind of want to make it sure, it looks like an onion. Let's go right here. So we're going to do the same thing. A rubber band on it. All right. So there we go. So I'm just going to kind of pull all this out just to make sure that it's in there and there's no cotton coming out. So there's that one. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take, and I don't know if she separated this. Hang on, let me see. Let me think about this a second. I think she separated this. Pretty sure. That kind of looks about right. So this is just cheesecloth that I coffee stained. Just got to kind of get it set out here. All right, so we have we have our cheesecloth. Make sure this is still about 8 inches. And we need this one to be the same. Here. Alright, hold that over here. So now what you're gonna do, so you have that, right? So what she told us to do is she's gonna tear a little hole in the center, not huge, but just something like that. I don't know if she said to do this, but I just feel like it's easier. And you're gonna bring this around, okay? So now I'm just gonna take a little bit of glue, and I'm just gonna make sure that, did I even turn my glue gun on? Where is my glue gun? Hold on, guys, because I don't even think I did that. There it is. My grandson was playing with it the other day, so I unplugged it because I don't want him burning himself. Oh, hang on, guys. That's weird. Okay. I don't know why that's doing that. Sorry, guys. I thought I was prepared. But you always gotta have one thing that you forget. Hello, Nancy. Okay, so we're gonna let that kind of get hot. All right, let me just go ahead and get this one prepared, and then by that time, maybe, let's see, maybe that'll be hot. Okay, so now we're gonna take this, and pull that through. And then we're gonna just kind of glue this up around the top of that. Try to just kind of cover that rubber band. That's why I didn't want to use a blue or red rubber band. I'm just gonna kind of work with it just a little bit. Isn't that cute? It's cute already. Okay, let's see, is that getting hot? No. Of course not. Hi Regina, how are you? Hi Teresa, hi Ann, hi Becca. Hope you guys are doing good. So these are, if you're just coming on, they're not the best, but these are the potatoes that we just made out of pantyhose just a few minutes ago. I got this idea from Lisa at the Silver Farmhouse, and hers looks, I mean, like legit potatoes. Mine look kind of weird. They look like flat rocks. Okay. I mean, it's cute. And then whenever we copy grunge them, I think they're going to be even cuter. But anyway, that's what we made. Now we're making onions. Okay. So we have more muslin that I stained a green. It's not really like a bright green or dark green. It's just, but you can tell it's not the same color as, at least I hope. Okay. And so it's about 40 inches long, 1.5 inches wide. And then we're gonna, the way she did it is she just cut it in 3 different lengths. Okay, we'll just do it that way. All right. Actually, I need to do 2 because we're doing 2 onions. So there's that one. So kind of measure somewhat, in a way. You don't have to be the same length or anything. Did I do that? No, that's sits over there. Okay, I'm getting confused. Okay, so let's do 3 here. Sorry, guys. And then we're going to take some wire. And I don't know. This is just wire that my husband had got. It's all tangled up, I think. See if I can open this up. Come on, I need you. I need you. Is it even? There we go. Just have to do it that way. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of lay these out. I'm hoping this is gonna be strong enough because I don't even know what gauge this is. This is 224 gauge. And it, like I said, it came from Walmart. Sorry guys, this thing's trying to reconnect again. Okay. So we're just gonna try to cut these off to the length that we need them. There's that one. It likes to bend, so maybe it'll work. Okay, so let's just do those for now. Okay, so what she did is she took the wire and she just kind of laid it down in the middle. Like I said, she makes everything look easy. I'm like, oh, I can do that. See if this is hot enough. Okay, get all the strings out of here. And what she did is she just took and like I said, she makes everything look easy. We're just gonna fold that over on itself. Okay. I'm amazed at her creativity. I really am. Like, ow. I'm an amateur over here trying this. See. Let's just do it this way. Let's see if we can kind of hold it down as we go. Okay. All right, so there we go. There's one little stem. That hurts. Actually, you know what would be easier? For me. This might not be easier for you, but it may be for me. Because that's a struggle. We're just going to kind of go down and put this together and then feed the wire through. Let's see if that works. Yeah, maybe. Look at that. See, you got to find your own way to do stuff. All right, so I'm just going to kind of fold that over on itself for now. Just to kind of make sure that stays in there. Okay. Yeah, that one is a lot better than the other one, so that's what we're going to do. Do the other end, or do the rest of it. Let's see. because it's hard. It was hard fighting that wire. Okay, got those. That's for one onion. We'll work on the other ones. This goes a lot faster this way. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. So let's just take this and kind of do the same. Let's just kind of fold it over so it don't come out. This one's too long. Where my scissors go? And we're just gonna cut that off. Okay, so that's for one. Now let's do the other one since it's somewhat easier to do this way. That on there, kind of missed that spot there. That's fine. It'll be fine. Okay, let's just go ahead and glue them, and then we'll worry about cutting the wire for it. Ow. What are you doing? My little dog is just sitting there looking at me. She's like, can I go outside? She's the good one. She doesn't really bark that much. But the Schnauzer, she'll bark at leaves flying. She's like, I gotta stay inside because of her. A little bit more, guys. All right, so let's get us some wire. Let's see. I'm gonna do about there for that one. Do this one. I love doing like these little faux like vegetables and stuff like that. I think they're so cute. And I've been wanting to try to figure out how to do an onion for a long time. And then when I saw that she did it, I was excited. I was like, yes. I don't know which is which, but we're not gonna worry about it. I was really excited because I never thought about doing it this way. Don't come out that side. I should really do 4 of them so I can show you what she did with hers. Okay, so let's fold this down. Okay, so there's that one. This one. Okay. And then this one. And we still got to glue down that cheesecloth. get through there. Okay. Oh, this one's gonna be stubborn. Okay, so I'm gonna fold that. I mean, it's not a hard project at all. It might take a while because you are using more than one. I mean, you're doing more than one. Okay. All right. So let's do this. Let's glue our cheesecloth down right here. Let me see. Where are my? Let's grab one of these because I'm gonna wind up burning myself. I haven't used them in so long they probably won't even come out. Okay. Let's go around. And that's all we're doing is we're just kind of gluing that cheesecloth down. Covering up that, we're covering up the rubber bands, what we're doing. Making sure this doesn't fall off. Go through here, we'll do the same on this side. Okay. That looks really cute. So now what we're going to do, let me take this off so I can maneuver all this. We're just going to pull this down. Okay. And we're just going to make it neat down here at the bottom right here. Did she use a rubber band? I don't remember. I don't recall. Which probably wouldn't hurt, which means I would have to get more rubber bands out. Well, not right now because I'm not making all of them at the moment. But we're going to use rubber bands because I don't remember how she secured that. One more. Okay, so it's looking like an onion. So we're going to cut this off, but you're going to make sure you leave a little bit there because you don't want that to come apart. Okay, so we got that. Now let's do now we're going to get just a little bit of moss. Throw it right in your hand. You don't need a whole lot for this. And we're just going to glue this down here. And this is where I'm going to grab this because I don't want to burn my finger. So she used these for like the roots at the bottom of the, that might be too much moss, I don't know. We can kind of clean it up a little bit. So it's going to kind of hide, it's going to hide that gathering down at the bottom too. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take 3 of our stems. I'm just going to kind of pull this out. I don't know. I might have done that a little too tight. We'll see. So we're going to take 3 of these. So it might be a situation where you have to, you know, secure it, but not like secure it super good. Because now, you know, she said that these will just slide down inside. and they're not. I hate to take this apart, but I feel like let me just kind of put this. My next ones I will know. It's trial and error. Trial and error. So I know she did cut this off. Come on. Not scissors. So there we go. All right, so now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to try to get this open. I made sure it was good, like. I made sure nothing was coming out. It's gonna have to, ow. Okay. So this one may be, I don't know how this one's gonna turn out, but okay. Just get it to where I can get down in there and get these down. And the next ones I will know to make sure that we do them right. Yeah, I had glued it really good. That's why I was having trouble getting it loose. And so the next ones that I make, I won't have those as tight in there. And maybe what I'll do is as I'm putting it together, I will already have these made, ready to go. Yeah, this one's not going to turn out that great, but it's trial and error, guys. It's trial and error. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of glue this back up in here. It was doing good up until that point. Yeah, I should go. But, I mean, you guys got the gist on how to make them, so you guys can, you know. I'm sure she probably, you know, she does these crafts, like a couple, and then she always has one made, and then she has the ones where she shows us, and I'm sure she goes through, like, trials and errors on them too, like, well, no, that didn't work, so we need to do this. Oh, it's okay, Debbie. So I'm just kind of letting that sit for a second. Okay. Yeah. Let me see if I can't, since I glued that one down, let me see if I can't loosen this one up a little bit. So yes, when you're putting this together, make sure that you don't put it on as tight as I did, or put your stems in and do it all at once. Oh, well, that broke. I was doing good to this one part. Hello, Lori. How are you? But at least I know what I did wrong, so. Oops, that might have been a little too short. Oh, I can figure out where the middle's at here. Get in there. Yeah, this one's a flop, guys, but you know what? At least we kind of know what it's going to look like. And they're going to be cute. Let me smush this down there. Okay, so now we gotta get all this moss out here. Now we gotta fix the bottom of this. And this one we can pull tight because we don't have to put anything in it. We just cut it off and then we'll put the moss on top of it. Do it this way. So yes, when you're making these, do not pull that top one super tight. Gotta make sure it's got enough space in there to get the stems in. So it's kind of weird looking, but it is what it is. Smush this up. Thinking that might be too much. Let's not do as much. Down. You're still cute. Hi, Kathy. Okay. Let's go ahead and just kind of clean this up a little bit. All right. Just kind of make these kind of look kind of bent and all right. So what she did is she took another strip. I have another one. Yes, I do. So she just took another one of these. And when she got 4 of them together, then she like bundled them up. I don't have 4 of them, so it's not gonna look as cute as hers. And then she just did another little tie and just tied them together. I will finish these up and then I will post them. Maybe kind of set them up a little bit. I mean, that's not bad for our first time. I think they're really cute. I think we did a pretty good job on those. So, but now I know like where I messed up. And it would look cuter up here when I fix it. Okay? Let's do, I got stuff all in my way here. Goodness. Oh, hang on guys. I don't know what is wrong with my light. I feel like it's trying to quit on me, and we haven't had this one very long. All right, well, I guess that's pretty much all she wrote. don't know. That scares me though. So, let me see if I can move this without touching that. I don't want to mess it up. Okay, so let's do kind of grunge it up a little bit. These are cute. Messed up and all, they're cute. Okay. Let's kind of rinse these up. Go there. It's gonna be cuter when we have like all 4 of them on there, because it's gonna be super cute. Kind of hard to use this little brush on the cheesecloth. All right, guys, that's it. And then I will coffee grunge these. I gotta make the rest of them. But these will look really cute. They're gonna look really cute when they're bundled up, like in a 4 or 5 of them. So what do you guys think? Did I do okay? I think I did okay. And if you guys make some, I want to see them because I think these are so cute. So there we go, guys. That's what I have today, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. and we'll figure something else out that's cute to make. So there's our onions and there's a couple of our potatoes. Not too bad, huh? Hello, Mary. How are you? All right, guys. I'm going to get off of here, and I hope that you have a blessed day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me.